One of the most common questions I receive from clients is, how do I target the abdominals, in particular the lower abdominals? How do I strengthen and condition this area? My number one recommended exercise for strengthening and conditioning the abdominals, in particular the lower abdominals, is the weighted flutter kick. As a secondary benefit, this exercise will also strengthen your glutes and your hip flexors. To do this exercise, you will need, of course, ankle weights. I have here some 5-pound ankle weights. You can buy ankle weights off of Amazon for about 30 bucks. You will also need a yoga mat. If you have a carpeted area, it might not be necessary to use a yoga mat, but I still recommend using one. And you will also need some padding to elevate your tailbone. I just use 3 pillows. So, to do this, strap on our ankle weights. Make sure they're good and tight so they don't move when you're performing your flutter kicks. And normally, whenever I do flutter kicks, I try to perform sets of 6 minutes. But since I'm simply demonstrating, I'll go ahead and perform a 3-minute set. And the general rule here is for every minute that you are performing flutter kicks, you want to perform, or for every 2 minutes you're performing flutter kicks, you want to perform 1 minute of planks. Of course, as long as you maintain a 2-to-1 ratio, it's fine. If you do 40 seconds of flutter kicks, then do 20 seconds of planking, and so on and so forth. So, move your pads into the appropriate position. I move them lower on the mat. That way I have more coverage for my back. And make a note of the time. Lay back and start flutter kicking. Notice that I keep my head off of the floor. This will activate your abdominals. You can support it with your hands, but I prefer to keep my hands on my chest. This way I really have to engage my abdominals. And if you point your toes to the sky at a 90-degree angle to your tibia, this will give you a better stretch on your hamstrings, and it will also focus more tension into your quadriceps. Making a note of the time. Okay, coming up on 1 minute. And I'm going to hold this for another minute. This is actually the most difficult part of the exercise, is the plank. Holding out that weight, it's very taxing. But like all the most effective exercises, this is a mental exercise as much as a physical one. You have to power through it. This is one of the great benefits of exercise, is the mental benefit. Because you can apply this to other things in your life. You're having a rough day, and you can think, well, I've been through tough times before that I've put myself through. I've gone through tough times by choice in the gym, and I can do this. Okay, coming up, another minute. And I'll perform 1 more minute of flutter kicks. And again, I really, really value this exercise because it's just so highly effective. And the appearance it can give you, once you reach a low enough body fat percentage, and it doesn't have to be extremely low, but if you do this exercise enough, you'll develop definition even in your hips. We'll get these kind of divots on either side of your groin where your quads meet your hips. It's a very impressive effect. Oh, time flies. Okay, it's 3 minutes. Again, I would do 6 minutes if I was on my own time, but for the sake of this video, I'm only gonna do 3. And like every other exercise that you're doing at home or by yourself, or even with the trainer, only do what you can manage reasonably. Of course, it's good to push yourself, but if you are ever experiencing pain or severe discomfort, go ahead and discontinue. You have to measure your body's ability and push it at a healthy pace. I hope this video has been beneficial to you. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment below, and have a good day. Good training.